Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a preview for Ultimate Spider-Man #1. This is a new book from Marvel Comics. Let's take a look at the creative team before we get into talking about this book. This book is written by Jonathan Hickman with art by Marco Checchetto, colors by Matthew Wilson, letters by Cory Petit. As you can see, there's plenty of cover artists here, so we'll look at those at the end of the video. Stay tuned for that. So this is the first book in the relaunch of the Ultimate Universe over at Marvel. This is a different Ultimate Universe than you may be used to. If you haven't read Ultimate Invasion, uh, make sure to go check that out. There's also an Ultimate one-shot that you want to read before this. But overall, this is a whole new Spider-Man that you can get into, uh, and you can really figure out what's going to make this one very different. So let me give you a quick synopsis before we look at some preview art. The new Ultimate Spider-Man for a new Ultimate Universe. Revolutionary writer Jonathan Hickman and acclaimed artist Marco Checchetto bring you a bold new take on Spider-Man with the debut title of the Ultimate line of new Ultimate Comics. After the events of Ultimate Invasion, the world needs a hero. Who will rise up and take that responsibility? Prepare to be entangled in a web of mystery and excitement as the all-new Ultimate Spider-Man comic book redefines the wall crawler for the 21st century. So, very similar to the first time that the Ultimate line was launched. Marvel wants to make books accessible. Marvel wants to make these heroes a little bit different than their 616 counterparts. And I think that this is a great place to start. Spider-Man is I would say one of the most iconic Marvel heroes that kind of stands alone, right? I know there's other heroes like Wolverine, but he's a big part of the X-Men. Marvel has picked 3 different titles, Ultimate Spider-Man being the first. We also will get Ultimate Black Panther and Ultimate X-Men. So very excited to get into those later on this month. But I also I don't think they could have picked a better artist. I just finished reading Marco Checchetto and Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil, and I am so ready to dive deep into this. From the covers, we know that this is a brand new Peter Parker. So let's take a look at some of the preview art. We'll talk a little bit more about what we expect from the story. As you can see, this Peter Parker is a little bit older. He has a family. He's got the kids, which I think will be a very interesting aspect and change to Spider-Man. I feel like for a long, long time, Marvel has denied Peter a family, and I think that they want to correct that with this specific issue. So I'm very excited for that. And of course, we have, we get to see all of his family. So interestingly enough, in the preview pages, we don't see Spider-Man in a Spider-Man suit. We don't even know what the origin of his powers, all that stuff we don't know in this preview. So once I get to read this book, I'll definitely follow up, make a little short video, or we'll talk about it on our live stream, whatever the case may be. But I'm very excited. I never read the Ultimate line when it was back in the early aughts. So I feel like this is my chance to really get in on this ground floor. And also, if you've been looking for a reason to read Marvel books, but don't want to get caught up in all the continuity, this is also a great place for you to start. And who better than Jonathan Hickman, who I feel is going to do something different than the normal stuff that he's been doing. He's a great world builder and a big fan of just putting all these mysteries together. But I feel like Spider-Man is a more straightforward superhero. I'm also very excited to see what kind of baddies Spider-Man's going to have to face off. And then in the larger scheme of things, how the Maker and everything that we've experienced in Ultimate Invasion is going to come into play for this. So very excited for that. So if you have read this, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe. Let me know which cover you picked up in the comments because, like I mentioned, Marvel went all out for this. So as always, thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Bye-bye.